Hello and welcome to Jen's on the Reel.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, please click that little subscribe button right there. That helps us out. And also, it keeps you updated on all of our episodes, future episodes. And and make sure you like and follow us on Instagram and Facebook. I still haven't finished the Spotify thing. Don't judge me.
We're on it.
Yeah. So, networking.
So that's what we're talking about today. We're going to talk about networking, which has done a lot in our business. And I think it's done a lot in a lot of businesses, actually.
Yeah. But we're not going to teach you how to network.
No,
we're
that's
going
not
to
what this is
complain about how people network.
Yes, that's what we're here to do.
All right.
You know us. We love our venting sessions.
We should just call this a venting session with the Jens.
Yeah, pretty much. So, so networking. So I've done a lot of networking in my time. And I know you've done a lot of networking in your time.
I still do.
And I got to say, I'm a freaking awesome networker when I want to. So I remember when I first started with New World Title, we would have all these networking events.
You guys had a lot of events.
A lot of events. And not only that, but we had some damn good events.
Yes.
Which I kind of want to bring it back because
I'm missing it.
Yeah, after 2020, after COVID, it kind of like died out. The only people that actually do networking events are like those clubs.
Like newer.
Like clubs, like the WCRs and the narratives and,
And newer companies trying to come up.
Right, but even those, they're not that good. It's
because
not like a big...
they're so small.
Right,
Yeah.
it's not like a big... Like when we used to have networking events, like we used to have like...
No, yeah.
A lot of people,
we used to even
know?
have, you guys used to have a big Halloween party every October. And that was like a /networking/ entertainment
Yeah, that was more like a party. Let's call it what it is. Our Halloween party, which we're not having it this year, which everybody's like in shock.
Yeah.
But we're actually giving it a rest this year. We are going to bring it back. Yeah, we are going to bring it back next year. But Rudy wanted a break. Plus, I don't know if a lot of people know this. He's in law school. He has a lot on his plate right now.
Yeah.
So he's concentrating on that. And that's going to be amazing.
That's really important. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's really
for
important.
him and for all of us. I'm so proud of him.
So, Jen, when you think about networking or the stupid things people do networking, what's the first thing that really
Okay, so we're all human, so people kind of flock to the herd. Mm-hmm. So you go networking and you're talking to everybody that you already know.
Yeah.
And that is the first law of networking of what not to do because you're there to meet people. Like I always used to go alone. Eventually you go there and you see people that you know.
Yeah.
So I used to go alone or with a friend of mine, but she would like be there as support.
Yeah, or Jessica. Like following you around.
Yeah. So, I remember I used to try to talk to every single person that I didn't know and get a card. And some people you click with, some people brush you off. It is what it is. You just can't be scared of rejection, which you're in a networking event. Most people know that you're there to meet other people.
You know, it's funny you mentioned the flocking too. It's almost like the safe zone. It's like you're walking in there super nervous. It's super awkward sometimes. You're seeing people that you don't know, especially right now. Let me tell you, there are so many people, even though we've been in the industry for a very long time.
Yes, a lot of new faces.
There's a lot of new faces right now. So it's kind of like, who are you? What do you do? Are you legitimate? Like, do I even want to have a conversation with you? So the automatic response is, let's go to somebody that we know. We've been doing this for so long. So like if Jenny would have been there, it would be probably an automatic to go and say hello to Jenny and kind of, stick around.
Right, but you do have to say hi to the people that you know.
Yeah.
But I always say
that for last.
But you can't
stay there. Oh.
I always say it for last because I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Right there.
Because I'm done. So I remember I used to be like, oh, wait, I haven't talked to that person. And I would go over there. Oh, I haven't talked to that person. I'll be like, hold my drink. I'll be back. You know what I mean? And
that's the right approach. Aiming for the purpose of networking.
I'm going to tell you though now, fast forward to now, I've gone to a few networking events and I know I'm going to blame it on menopause because I blame everything on menopause right now. But I don't know. I don't really go to a lot of them anymore. And when I do notice I tend to flock to people that I know.
Yeah.
Every now and then if I'm in the mood, I'm like, okay, I'll meet new people. But
we also have a large group that know who you are. You know what I mean? So like
but there's a lot of people that don't know who I am. There's more people that don't know who I am than know who I am. Let's be serious.
That's true. That I would say that because I am a little bit more of an introvert, gravitate first to the people that I knew. But then it was like, okay, I would look around the room. I'm like the scoper, right? So look around the room and see who I want to talk to. But I'll be honest, a lot of people are not really interested in like talking to people. They go to these networking events and they don't even make it a thing to go and talk to other people.
No, they go for like the free drinks or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. But I mean, I feel like a networking event, because if you think about it, that's like the only place that you can actually go out to people like random. Oh, hi, my name is Jen. How are you? What do you do? Da, da. Oh, nice to meet you. And they're not thinking that you're coming on to them.
Yeah.
Because imagine, we're women.
That's
you
true.
can't go to like, which now that I think about it, I should have maybe implemented that in my dating life when I was single. Just straight up to guys and, hey, what's your name? What's your sign? You got 7 digits? What's up?
What do you do for a living?
But then they'd be scared. They'd be like, okay, psycho.
Yeah. No, listen, the first thing I will say is when you go to say hi to somebody or somebody that you don't know, it could be nerve-wracking. But I think after a while you get over it.
Yeah, you break the ice.
Yeah, and it's a straight up, like you said, just go straight, like beeline to the person and just, say hello and ask them what they do. Why are they even there?
Yeah, it's a networking event. You're there to network and meet other people. And there are some people that you click with, and I've met many people that I'm still friends with.
Yeah.
And we did grow a relationship, and it's nice,
Yeah.
It's nice. But some people, I feel like overdo it. That's another thing. People sometimes, like, I have a rule. No, I have a rule. Like, if I go to a networking event and there's alcohol, my max is 2 drinks. And it can be like vodka. Like, if I'm out, like, partying, it'll be like wine.
Well, in most of these events, alcohol is just readily available. I mean, it's supposed to be an educational event, but they start with alcohol.
Networking events are usually happy hours. You're talking about more like the education events, like the WCR does
but
stuff.
But they treat that as a networking event too. They have before and after kind of like...
Yeah, networking.
Yeah, networking with open bars. Some occasions.
See that? Like, no. I can't do that during the day because I usually have to go back to work.
Yeah.
So, So there's different. Like the happy hour networking events, I get it because it's after 5 usually. The ones are like during the day, like they have like the NAREV and the WCRs and all that stuff. I really don't drink in those things because I usually have to go back to work.
Yeah.
But that's another thing. The educational ones, you see these people, I call them the students of life. They go to all these educational events and then they don't implement anything they learn, but they keep going to these things. So I did notice throughout the years, people who are busy and are working, they don't have time to be in every single event. Like I don't even have time to be in every single event. And they're like the forever student,
Or they're trying to be part like a board member or something.
Well, that's different. If you're a board member, there's an intention there.
Yeah, although I will say that even that position itself is kind of like, it takes up a lot of time.
It takes a lot of time.
A lot of time, and it's free time. Like you're not...
Yeah, it's volunteering work.
Yeah, it's volunteering work. Some people do make the best out of it and actually gain business out of it, but most people don't.
And meet people from other states, referrals, all that. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Kudos to those people who do volunteer their time because I did it once and it was a lot.
It is a lot.
It was a lot. And they do put some great events together, which takes a lot of work to do because events, even a simple happy hour is a mission to do.
It really is.
Because I've done it and I'm like, oh my God, mission.
Yeah. And you get involved thinking that you're going to get something out of it, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way.
Well, I feel like if you do things with intention, like, okay, I'm going to join this. And my goal here is to, when I finish this, to get X amount of contacts or relationships. And I know people who have grown being on boards and have grown to bigger statuses.
Yeah.
Yes. And it works for them.
Yeah.
But you have to do things like going to a networking event. You got to do it with an intention. Okay,
and you
I'm
have
going
to deal
over
with
there.
the grind too, the grind that it requires.
Right, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to meet at least 3 good possible people that I want to grow a relationship with and have coffee with. And it could be a realtor event. It could be an attorney event. There's networking events for everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you have to go and do things with intention.
Yeah. How do you feel about the approach? Like when somebody approaches you at a networking event, what's the stupidest, I guess, version of what somebody has said to you or approached you as in the process that you could remember?
Well, I have had some people come up to me and do like stupid things, like, oh, like more like come-ons, and it's like, okay, that's not what I'm here for. You know what I mean? Like when I'm like in networking events, I'm all business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not like here to pick up somebody. Plus, I don't shit where I eat. And I hate when they do like stupid little come-ons, like, or something sarcastic or sexist.
Yeah.
That you could tell, okay, guy, you've had one too many, like, time to go home. And then the worst part is that they're married. It's like...
And in most cases they are. What I don't like is when they approach me, but then they don't know how to have a conversation after that. Like they don't, hi, I'm this person, and they give me their business card, and what do you do? And this and that, and then that's it. It kind of ends there, and there's no
other conversation.
Or follow up, or you ask them a question, they have nothing to say. It's kind of like, it could be a very awkward situation, similar to dating.
Right, it is kind of like dating. Well, sales is like dating.
Yeah.
I always say that. So, which is why when I was single, my friends would make fun of me all the time because they used to say that I would take dates and I would treat them like business meetings because I was so zoned in with work. And I'm like, well, it kind of is, sort of, but I feel like once you approach somebody, it's like you're human, just having a conversation. Oh, hi, I'm Jen. What do you do? Oh, I'm in real estate. Oh, really? How long have you been in real estate? Oh, so how'd you get into real estate? You want to know the person's story.
Yep.
So it'll give you some kind of way to know their personality. Plus, if you do approach somebody that's an introvert, like for instance, for me, you want to loosen them up a little bit. Oh my God, how'd you get into that? Oh, whatever.
Yeah, and I would say, people like me, for example, are very straightforward. Now I'm better. I've been in the industry for so long, so now I can have a random conversation and ask a whole bunch of questions. But it took me a minute to get there, and I was very kind of like black and white, and I'm not very interested in a lot of people, to be very honest with you.
My thing is I just can't be quiet.
Really?
Like if I'm like at a dinner table or at a table and it's silent, I'm gonna be saying awkward, something, even if it's something off the wall or random. I can't stand that awkward silence.
That's why people love you, because you're like the life of the party.
Like I can be in an elevator, literally, and with 4 people, and it'd be quiet. I'd be like, how's that rain? Like, man, I'm glad everybody's staying dry. Like, I have to say something. I can't just be there like in silence and be like, so
yeah,
what's going on, guys? Like,
yeah, no, I get you. I could totally disconnect because I could be disinterested, completely disinterested. But now I'm different.
Yeah, but there's people sometimes that talking to them, it's like pulling teeth.
Yeah.
So those people, I'm just like, okay, bye.
Yeah.
Bye. I'm next.
Yeah.
Like I try to talk to everybody that I don't know when I go networking. And then, but then there's times that you meet somebody and you click and it's just like easy conversation. And then you're talking to that person for like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And you put like a little star next to their business card.
Yeah, like it works out. Or you save it, you screenshot the business card. What is this? The card that they send you, digital card. As a realtor and as a lender and title, we have different experiences in networking. I think title agents and mortgage agents are more aggressive about their approach of meeting people because the realtor actually feels, being on the realtor side, it could feel a little like you're being picked up. And everybody has the same, pickup line.
Well, I don't have the same pickup line.
Well, you're a player.
At least I'm a player.
You're a player.
I'm a player.
you play that game.
Yeah, that's true. I am like a player when it comes to networking. But realtors should be on all the time. So I always tell people when you're in sales, you're constantly networking without you even knowing that you're networking. And I'm going to give you a perfect example. So I'm really into wine, and me and Marcel are really into wine, and we have this group. I met this guy at the gym, and he's into wine too. He met Marcel, they're into wine, so he put us on this chat, whatever, and we're all into wine in this chat. And in this chat, there's people that I don't know. So they do like a wine tasting bottle share like once a month. We've already gone twice. Nice. And it's actually really cool because everybody brings, like this time we did it and it was French wines. So everybody brings a French wine, but these are like people who are into wine. So this is not wine that you find in Publix. This is like everybody's showcasing like a bad boy.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? We're talking about like wines that cost like $200, like, you know, like.
And they're showcasing it?
Yeah, so everybody tastes. So like everybody brings a bottle or two. Like we ended up bringing 4 last time. And everybody tastes. But in that event, you meet people.
Yeah.
And of course, everybody already knows that I'm in real estate. Everybody knows I do title. Then one of them just got their real estate license.
Nice.
And I'm already like, okay.
See, but that's an event that's pretty open. That's not an event like, I guess I was referring more, and those are great.
But that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you're always networking.
Yes.
This is something that I didn't go. It's not a networking event.
But it just happened to
It's
be
just a group of people that were all on a chat. We're all into wine. And little by little, you know what I mean? I'm networking. I already knew she was getting her license from the first time I met her. I already know she already has her license. I already know that she has another title agent. And I already know that I don't care that she has another title agent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The player.
I'm the player. But you know what I mean? Then there's another one there that needed help with something with title because she's going through a divorce. Like, I made it known what I do. And I'm networking without even knowing that I'm networking.
See, I do that in groups, like I'm a volleyball mom, so in those type of groups, or when the girls were in cheerleading,
so you're
or the
networking.
Schools. So the whole time networking, but it feels it's a different space, right? So, but when you go to a real estate networking event,
that's different. There you got to go with a target.
Yes, but you guys are targeting the realtor.
Yeah, we're
the realtor cannot target the lender unless they want something from the lender.
No, but the lender has to be
title.
targeting the realtor. The realtors are just going like.
What do realtors do?
Well, okay, so realtors,
what do we get out of this?
So here's the thing. Realtors always used to tell me, oh, I don't want to go to networking to meet other realtors. That's so stupid. And I get it. But I proved this to so many people during COVID. Because realtors should know other realtors.
Yes.
It's called leverage. Because if you have a hot listing that everybody wants and you happen to know the realtor, guess what? Your chances of getting to the negotiating table are a little bit better. Your chances of getting inside an open house with a line around the corner is a little bit better. I can tell you, if I had $1 for every phone call that I got during COVID to ask me if I knew the realtor with that listing, I would have been rich just off that.
Yeah.
And guess what? Most of the time, I did know the realtor. And my friend, one of my best friends decided to buy during 2020, and somebody tried to help her and they couldn't. And the one who ended up helping her get the house was me. And out of the 3 houses there was 3 houses that we went to show her that either I knew the seller, and the other 2, I knew the realtor.
Interesting.
And she ended up buying the one that I knew the listing agent.
And that's always been the biggest plus with going to these networking events. The key is that realtors go in there, they go for food, they go for the drinks,
which
they go
is
to
fine.
hang out, which all those things are okay, but you got to make it purposeful, right?
Yeah.
And, for example, if you're trying to get into the luxury market or something like that, you may want to target or speak to an agent around you that's doing that and see what they're doing. If
or
they
go
have
to
certain
events.
Exactly, because they're the ones that know, they're within that world, right? So definitely networking could be very beneficial, but there's so many silly things that happen in these networking events. One being you drink too much, like what you spoke about. Like a lot of these agents will get out of hand a little too early sometimes, and now they've made a fool out of themselves, and this getting to know other agents actually hinders them.
Yeah, so what I used to do, because obviously I love to have fun, so I used to do the networking events, and then I remember after we would leave somewhere else, and then
you have a blast.
And then I have a bunch of drinks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But and then you solidify the relationship.
No, and then you take some of the people with you, but it's different because now you're out of the business environment.
Yes.
I would always have to leave the place and go to another place.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Like,
can't
I
do
didn't
that
care
there.
if everybody went to the other place, but now it's like, hey, now it's like leisure time. Like I'm off duty, clocked out.
Yeah.
Kind of thing,
Yeah. No, I get it. And that's the smartest way to go about it, because you continue those relationships into a more, natural setting.
Yeah. You don't want to look silly in front of people that don't really know you yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I could be silly, but you guys know I'm already silly, so it's okay.
You don't have a problem anywhere you go, in building relationships. You just have that in you.
Yeah, I've been a little rusty lately. Even though I went to one the other day, I was like, oh, I still got it. But but yeah, I think we need to bring that networking event thing back because it used to be fun. You used to be able to see people, and believe it or not, you get business opportunities out of it.
Yeah.
Off-market listings, all that good stuff.
How about networking events and the sponsoring? Like the sponsors that are there and whether or not, you sponsored some events.
Yes.
And I've done so too.
Yeah.
Some is probably effective, some is not.
Yeah.
I guess for the most part, what it does is it gives you exposure. Like
yeah.
if you're
need to brand your brand and you need to do branding, it's good to get your brand out there. Because, if you sponsor enough events, they see your logo, they see who you are, it's repetitive, consistent, then it gets your name out there. And that's how we did it. And
I would say that in the sponsorship side of things, make the table super fun. I will say that in the networking events that I've been to, I've been interested in going to some tables because they have something going on, some level of activity, a really nice prize,
or
whatever.
They're loud and fun. And like, hey, what's going on there? You want to get that FOMO feeling.
100%. And those things, those are entertaining. Definitely something to look out for or to consider if you're trying to sponsor something. But yeah. Do you want to give a few tips or like maybe 3 tips that people should consider?
Well, I gave you 2. Don't drink too much.
Yep.
And talk to everyone you don't know, and then save the people you do know for last. And I would say the last tip I would give is go prepared. Because so many people go without business cards or QR codes or whatever. I would take notes. That's another reason I would only have like max 2 drinks. You know what I mean? And it'd be like wine, something light or Prosecco or something. Just because you want to remember.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Would say, and have your elevator pitch ready to go.
That's so important because the first thing they ask you is, what do you do?
What do you do? How long have you been doing it? Like, what makes you...
And playing on being prepared, if you're not really good and I'm saying it genuinely, coming from somebody that was a big introvert back then, prepare the questions that could potentially engage in a conversation naturally and know them, like, so that when you approach people, you know more or less what to ask them, So I think that would help. And don't just flock to your friends.
Yeah. Go with intention. Have an intention. Okay, my intention is to go here and at least leave with 3 good contacts or whatever. Set yourself a goal, like a goal. I'm going to get 3 good contacts. Not everybody you meet you're going to work with, and not everybody you meet you're going to even click with, and that's okay. That's why God created colors,
100%. And if you go with somebody, make a plan together and separate if you are not effective together.
Okay, and the biggest thing that everybody fails at is they never follow up after.
Oh, yes.
If you meet people, follow up with them. That's why you might meet 50 people, but out of the 50, you just want to follow up maybe with 3 because they're the ones that have off market properties or whatever. But just go and make sure you follow up because nobody ever follows up after.
But Jen, what do I ask them? What do I do with them when I follow up?
You could do, it depends what your intentions are. In my case, my intentions is to try to get business out of them. I would do either a coffee meeting or a Zoom meeting so I could show them the valuable stuff that we have and we offer our agents, because we're not just a title company, We do lots of other stuff.
Well, a coffee meeting is the simplest thing. And that, everybody likes a coffee. And if they can't make it to you, you make it to them. Yeah. And just drop something off. It's a little gift, a little coffee or whatever. And just, connect.
A little reminder.
But yeah. Well, thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And like I said at the beginning, if you've made it this far, subscribe and also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.